Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Distant Worlds Honorverse. Something like episode number 26 or so. And I want to take a step back as this is our usual State of the Union address, as I like to call it now, the very opening summary of how things are going. I do want to point out it's been about 30 years, so we're about 30 years into the life of this game in-game time. So that's a good amount of time, and the Sotans have almost been totally absorbed. That was the first threat. That's not too surprising because we did expect them to be very limited in their capabilities since I sabotaged them. I also sabotaged the Graysons, and I intentionally gave the Solarian League a massive injection of, I think, not just money, but I think I actually gave them a starting tech or two more than us. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Now everyone's in contact with everyone. The pirates are slowly being hunted down, and that's going to be the very next thing we talk about. What should be our next target? Looking through these, we're going to take a look at where these pirates are in relation to us, which is important for whether or not we even want to pay them money. Like, we may not need to pay these guys anything. This is about 5,000 a year. 331 credits per month. Not that much. Not a huge deal. These guys are a balanced pirate, which means that they are part smuggling, part covert operation, part amass a big military fleet. I actually get confused between, I'm pretty sure mercenaries are the big fleet one and raiders are the, I don't remember the difference exactly between mercenary and raider, actually. But the balance is the combination of all three. Smuggler is, I'm almost 100% sure, is these guys focus on just trading illegal goods, if there are any, or, being the hidden economy. If there's one empire which is in desperate need of, for example, the super luxuries, but any other luxury, they'll buy it from any other empire and then smuggle it over to the other sides, the other nations. That's how they make a lot of money. So, but we can see that the Handooinies, obviously, this is going to be our first priority. The Fierce Fang, they are down here. They only have 2 controlled colonies. We're not paying them that much. They aren't worth that much, to be honest. We might go ahead and just cancel our protection arrangement with them. So they're a little bit annoyed that we canceled their protection arrangement. That makes sense, but they're a little too far away for us to really worry about. We'll be on the lookout for any green pirates. Basically anything green that isn't us, we need to eliminate. Now, the next thing is which one of we're not actually going to go after the Fierce Fang because they're a little too far away to worry about. This is Andermani, so don't be confused that you'll see that this dot right here stays the same for any configuration. That's because that's Andermani. But we're looking at the pirates. So we have down here, it's the Fierce Fang. That's why, because they're not militarily significant and because they're so far away, we will save a little bit more money. We'll see how much in a second. Now we have the Handooini here. We're obviously going to war with them. We're trying to hunt them down. I believe that probably we are a source of income for several of their controlled colonies is probably us. They probably also are controlling a lot of the Silesian colonies as well. Because I don't know how many of these are us. And look, the Keratos Outlaw are actually right next to us. So as well are the Menacing Buccaneers. Now, I'm not sure how many colonies of the 9, for example, the Menacing Sun Buccaneers control. I wonder how many of those are in ours. And the only way we can find out is just by attacking the hidden pirate bases and trying to eliminate those. Excuse me. So, I don't really want to cancel the arrangements with the Keratos Outlaws because they're actually quite pleased with us. In fact, I think we can cancel our protection arrangement. If it's only a -20, they might still be slightly pleased with us. It might make more sense for us to cancel the Menacing Buccaneers first, but however, look at the military might of these guys. 6,000 firepower. We're only at 7,000 ourselves. In fact, we're, just slightly below that. So in first place, it's the Solarian League. They've already peaked past 10,000. We're at 7,000. Then the next best is actually the Menacing Sun Buccaneers at 6,000. Then it's either the Silesians or Andermani. I forget. These are 4. These guys are 5. Havenites are actually... Oh, these guys are almost at 6, so they're next. So we will have to be pretty careful about the Havenites. They have amassed a pretty strong military. And, 20 billion for population means they have a good tax base. 13 colonies. Yeah, I mean, these guys are doing pretty well. So we'll have to watch out for them. Obviously, they hate us. They just hate us. Not as much as the Handooinies do, but there's no love lost between us. So what else do we need to look for? We should also be looking at the technology screen, as we always do. We have higher power blasters. I have the money to crash research this, but I'm not going to. I think we should save our money. I will crash research quantum exploitation because it's only 61,000 to get that. Then we can revise all our civilian ships. We can give them... I don't know what they have right now that we need to upgrade, but we'll take a look at that. Probably there's not actually a whole lot that we need to upgrade because obviously weapons and all those things, those are not changing. And we haven't... I'm pretty sure that we already advanced them onto proton thrusters and thrust vectors from the directional and the ions. And if they have those two already, they're probably already in good enough shape. But we'll double check that. Maybe off camera, maybe during this episode, I'm not sure. And this is the one I think I want to save money to do. It's 550,000 credits to do this, and we only have 280. But that's actually because we've already crashed this. Okay, good. So we're just going to save up, and at some point, as we continue to research this, the cost becomes less, and we should try to save our money from this point. I'm not going to build any more ships because we're out of war with the Masodans. Assuming we don't go to war with the Havenites anytime soon, our destroyers, all our pickets, we're just going to send them off to harass all the pirates. So that's going to be the main mission of today. This episode is going to be pirate hunting. And we already have pirate hunters here. They should probably be given now. Whoops. That should be these guys. Why is it not? It should be pirate hunters. There it is. So we're going to give these guys the designation Pirate Hunter 01. So we'll start doing something like this. I think we have Pirate Hunter 02 here. We have this picket. We have... This is Strike Delta. They're now going to be retasked as Pirate Hunters 03. Because they don't need to be a strike fleet anymore. Essentially, strike fleets should be transitioning to pirate hunting. So we'll get these guys maybe... I want to hunt down any remaining Handooinis here. So we'll just be very bold about our choices to move. 1, 2, 3. Because these guys are just about done clearing out Saipan. Have they actually already killed? No. Construction ship. This is really important. He's probably getting away. I actually want to see which direction he escapes to. I'm not sure if it'll be an escape or if it'll be a jump back to something of importance, like a place that we want to follow him. Because you can kind of tell when people are moving, like, is this gas hauling ship? These guys are stuck. They might, it's probably because we've killed the last Handooini spaceport, so there's no place for them to take their goods. Right now they're probably waiting for a new one to be built, and they're getting that money through the influence of their colonies. So that's another thing. I also wanted to make sure that... So... there, so now should be 1, 2... Yeah, good. That's it. Oh, no, this is wrong. Okay, good. So we have our construction ship... our troop transports. Those guys are going to be ready to ferry troops to Griffin first and foremost, because that's the place where we have not just a pirate hidden base, but a hidden pirate fortress. We really want to get on that. Anyways, these pickets are probably going to be retasked, a lot of them, to aggressive pirate hunting duties. Because let's just eliminate this huge cash flow. We can already see the cash flow has gone up a little bit from that wanted protection arrangement cancellation. And that brings us to the next one we want to do. So, the Sinister Gangsters, we are paying them 707, and they have very low military power. So, I'm sorry, but we need to cancel your arrangement. They're cautious with us, so this probably won't do us any good, so they'll probably be a little upset. But that's okay. So, we're just going to start hunting down these guys as well. They have a secret outpost, so this is important. These guys have 2. They have 1 unknown pirate base. We don't know where this pirate base is yet. That's why I kind of wanted to see if this construction ship starts to jump in any particular direction. Okay, which way are you going? You're going this way. So he's going basically at like a 110 degree angle. If we are treating north as 0. What in God's name? Where in God's name would that be? Or is he just trying to retreat? He might be like anticipating our jumping to attack him. Otherwise, I have no idea where his pirate base could be. The Umlaut Interstellar. I don't think we've annoyed the Umlaut Interstellar quite yet. Yeah, these guys are pleased with us. If anybody's asking only for a production arrangement of 126, I will be perfectly happy to work with them. So let's actually see if we can renegotiate. Oh. Well, these guys are actually... We're paying them. Whoops. So we don't need to arrange something new with them. If we wanted to get a new one, how much would it cost? Yeah, this is just too much, probably because our economy continues to grow. So they want to continue to charge us more and more. Yeah, so we'll just deal with that. This puts us up to 160,000 of cash flow almost, and that's good. We can use that extra money to hopefully speed up our research. So onward we go. All these pirate hunters are going to be sent all over the place. Although maybe I'll keep the Wokar and Aretos pickets. Although the Wokar one is actually getting low on fuel. That's what we're getting complaints about here. So let's get these guys to all refuel, which means that I'm going to change them to a pirate hunter group as well. So pirate hunters 04. And they will be refueling first, and then we'll send them on a new task. Aretos will keep as a picket for the time being. And yeah, so that's what we'll do for now. I think we can go at a speed of just 1. Maybe even 2. Things might slow down quite a bit, so. Okay, exploration ship Eager Pearl completed its mission. How many exploration ships do we have? We have 9. I think that's a fair enough number. I don't think I need to scrap every single exploration ship. Sometimes they're useful. Although, the advantage of us having so many allies right now with the full treaty is that they do all the scouting for us. Like the AI, I don't usually set anything to AI control, but technically the AI, we have all of our scouts on AI control just because we have the vision that any of our allies have. So they're all busy basically scouting for us. So we'll just have this guy retire as well. Cut down the number of exploration ships we have from 9 to 8. I think that's okay. It's a little bit less maintenance we have to pay per year, which is always good. So let's see how everything else is going. Okay, somebody has completed its mission here. This was probably to refuel. I think it was. So we have 1 extra guy. I think we have 2 already going up here. One is to repair the ship, and the other is to repair my ship. One is the independent ship. And we did notice that there's supposed to be a station down here. Remember the very end of the last episode? You probably don't remember. I barely remembered, but we had this lost ship location revealed, and it actually said that an abandoned star base named Boscar Base. So this information is that it's somewhere in the Boscar system in H6. This is the Boscar system we see here, Boscar. And somewhere in here there's a hidden base. Could it be this? Is it called Boscar Base? Because in that case... Yeah, it looks like the Solarians have gotten here first then. We should immediately to claim the starbase for our empire. It looks like we are behind, and that means that the Solarians have yet another leg up. That might even be... I wonder if this is where they got the Way of Darkness from. Let's still send a ship over here because there is an abandoned ship. There it is in this area. Not particularly good, no hyperdrive, but what we can do is just have it scrap immediately at our construction ship, and maybe we can get some kind of advanced technology about it, from it. That would be good. So since we don't have a use for our other construction ship quite yet, and I thought we had a lot of uses for them, but I haven't really off camera done my due diligence in terms of checking to see what checking to see what resource locations we should try to gobble up. I remember we had 2 in Cardassia. Yeah, and it doesn't look like, has anybody tasked? Yeah, we already have 1 to go here. That's Cardassia 3, and I think this was also a good choice. It is a reasonable one. There's Cardassia 3. Okay, so no. The one that we wanted, was Cardassia 4, and apparently as soon as we arrived there, because I wasn't able to build something there, apparently when we arrive, we're going to find out that probably the Silesians have already built a mining station there. So right on cue, another construction ship becomes available. We'll have you just move to planet Manticore and then sit, and we'll wait to retask you. Oh, a colony ship. Oh yeah, that's right. We do have a colony ship. This one is Kiadian. We don't have any places to take over, though, unfortunately. So we're just paying a lot of maintenance. Yeah, $2,500 a year. It's still a sizable amount. Paying $2,500 just to have a colony ship sit here. But it's much better to have them sit here than actually to scrap them and have to build another, because they do take quite a while. But the fact that the third troop transport is now complete, let's find out where our other ones are. I have them hotkeyed, so here's 2, here's 1, which means that 3, you are the lucky winner of the person who gets to begin the raids on the pirate bases. So what we need to do is ungarrison these. I wish that I could select multiple, but I'm almost positive there was a way I could, and lately I don't know how to do it. I've tried shift select, control select, drag in a box, everything. Now we'll garrison this one because it does have a few troops. The rest are not ready anyways, so they won't go. Yeah, so that means we'll be able to attack with 5, and I don't think we can even hold 5, right? We can only hold 4 on our troop transport, if I'm not mistaken. Let's revisit that. We have 4 troop compartments. Yeah, actually, as soon as we get the next technology, which is down here. Crew systems, no, it was not. Yeah, there it is. Enhanced transport, which is still a little, we have to get colonization first, but once we get colonization and we move on to enhanced transport, this will increase our capacity to 130. 1 troop is 100 if it's full. So that means that with 4 of them, we'll have 5,200, which means that we'll have 520, I should say. And that's just basically is just barely enough for us to have 5 instead of 4 troops. Sounds good to me. I don't normally like to crowd things, but we're not at risk since we're not really at war. We're not really at risk of being opposed by anyone. Now with 4 troops, I'll probably send the 4 troops over and we'll liberate Sphynx first, because I might want more than just 4 troops for Griffin. We might even cycle everyone we have onto Griffin by that point, which is 5 or maybe even 6. And it might not be a bad idea for us to start putting reserves of troops on these planets, like at least one group of soldiers each, because maintenance is not so high. I haven't even looked at this off camera. Let's just take a look and see how our empire is doing. It looks like the revenue for our private economy is still doing fantastic. They've amassed 7 million on hand, which is great. It's good to see that they're still producing a lot. Obviously, the most devastating thing for them is these colony taxes, but that's my way of capturing money, putting it over into my amount. As long as this is any amount of positive, you're in good shape. The problem is, I don't think that this measures those instant upgrades where money is instantly deducted, or for the building of ships, which doesn't happen as often, but when you need to upgrade like all of your mining stations, all that comes right out of their cash on hand. And that's not, you don't see the report on that. So anyway, not a whole lot of spaceport income or foreign trade bonus going on right now. And no resort income. Oh my god. Did all our resorts get blown up? Maybe. Or maybe it's full. Let's actually take a look. Where are our resorts? I think we have to go over here. So let's go over here. Resorts. So we have 2. Let's select. This has 184 Kiadians and Securans. I think there's plenty more room for there. Let's also check out this one. Only 80k here. So yeah, these are both have plenty of room for more people. So we're not going to need to change either of these quite yet. And they're both the Mark II. Yeah, both Disney Resort Mark II. I'll have to look into redesigning that if we have any kind of better components off camera, but I won't do that now. All right, then let's just keep pushing on. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. That's why I paused, because we need you to load some troops. No, really, I don't know why it doesn't listen. Load troops. Should be able to get 4. Who do we have here? The Umwat Interstellar. Are you guys friend or foe? I no longer know. And what's more, I really hope you're friend, because yeah, we're still paying protection arrangements. So the ones I have to watch out for are the green and the purple. I mean, the Menacing Sun Buccaneers, we don't have we have no eneminess hostility, that's the word. It's hard to think on your feet sometimes. There's no hostilities between us and the menacing Sun Buccaneers, but otherwise the greens we have to watch out. Basically almost every pirate except for the yellow. But these guys are okay at least. Okay, somebody's completed their mission. A lot of construction ships finishing their missions, which really means we should be tasking them to do more stuff. Let's see what they recommend as far as potential mining locations. We're already getting one of these. I don't think we need... There's so many things with gold and steel, lead, all these things. I think we're getting a bit redundant. Let's look down here. This is one I recognize as possibly good. Okay, let's find out where this is. This is in Halmat. Yeah, that's actually a great choice. We'd absolutely love to build something here. These are both strategic resources, so let's go over to Sly. Don't need the galaxy map pop-up. Should be okay if we just get a construction ship over here. We have 2 complete, maybe? Huh. Oh, this is the Stout Illusion. It's not a second one free. It's the one that was free that I told to move to the planet. Anyways, we'll get them to build a Ore Mark III over here, and that should be done pretty soon. So, plus we have a whole group of people just sitting around doing nothing anyway, so it looks like they're waiting for us to do that, right? Yeah, something is stalling here. We actually need this penal colony, as it's called. I prefer for it not to be called that, but we'll keep its name. I actually want a spaceport here. We didn't get a spaceport started yet, so let's go ahead and do that now. Build. I think this will be a medium spaceport because it has quality 90% and size 21.2. It's decent. It'll have, maybe 18 million or so, or I should say 18 billion or so on it. And it starts with it's already got 1 billion. Yeah, this will definitely be a medium spaceport. Which thank God I did not collect that. I'm going to have to go relegate these to nothing. I almost selected the wrong one. We want major port. This is my version. This is the starting game version. You can see, even though mine, I'm sure, is probably better at this point, still... Oh, that's not a 1. Okay, so yeah, I counted this 1 in with the number. I thought it was 19,000. Yeah, okay, so mine is more expensive, but it's better. Okay, we'll get them to start building that. Yeah, and a mining station right next to that. This is a moon of... Could it be a moon of... Oh, this is a moon as well. So these guys are all moons of Halmat 4, which means that this mining station will be very close to the Halmat penal colony at all times. It's kind of nice to be able to break things up like this. And this is hydrogen, although that will be helpful. There will probably be some civilian ships that are queued up just ferrying hydrogen over as soon as our military gets onto the hydrogen reactors. But is there anything else of interest in this system? We probably looked at it once upon a time, but now I'm revisiting it. Yeah, this one, the Trillion down Tiderios combination, it's always a possibility, but probably not necessary at this point. So we'll just move on. Actually, the more interesting thing is, is this guy going to load up his troops? Oh, looks like looks like this passenger ship is not welcome to the Umlaut Interstellar, but we're only paying them like, I think 100. Isn't that the one we're only paying 112? It's kind of a shame that we don't defend against pirates in our area here. It's saying Antares construction is having some problems, but you know what? Honestly, come on. We're not that peeved by this. It looks like a lot of these guys need refueling. Well, can you guys just refuel? Let's get you guys Strike Echo to refuel at nearest refueling point, wherever that might be. They are leaving, so apparently there was no there was no ability to refuel at the Halmat penal colony. That's just fine though. So looks like the Wustry group needs to be refueled, but hey, the good news is this should be a source of Castellan. Very good. So why don't you guys just refuel here? Okay, very good. We're under attack from the Smashing Warlord. Yeah, this is one of the ones we've just pissed off, the Sinister Gangsters, but you don't even have a mission. What are you doing? Why don't you go ahead and come on home? We'll probably even scrap you. So you know what? I'm just going to have you retire at near a shipyard. It's a ignominious death, but that's fine. It's not really a death if you're just retiring. It's a moving on. An evolution. Okay, yeah, we want to stay focused on this ship. It's got its troops loaded. This is great. So now we want them to go offload at Sphynx. All the while, the Manticore troop factory is under full production. We got one more, it looks like. Nope, only 2 infantry in that one. Let me just double check on this, make sure this is working. No, yeah, actually, I didn't ungarrison this one yet. So we have 2 completely ready to go. And the next one is at... Okay, so we'll garrison the new guy. Great. So we have 2 more. And where are 9 and 10? Wait, are you guys here? Oh, well, fantastic. Let's get 02 to load up everyone. We might as well put all the troops together and ferry them in 2 groups of 3 on the 2 troop transports, because the more overwhelming your firepower, the quicker you can kill off and the less men you lose, I think. So we'll do that. And we'll probably leave them on the planet just to recover and Sphynx for a little bit. Okay, you've completed your mission. No, you haven't done what I said. So the right-clicking doesn't appear to work. I don't know why. Just load this. Once you have those troops, we'll have you unload at Sphynx, just like our friend over here. You are... Okay, that's one is complete, but we need no troops over here. This is fun. We'll be able to actually get something accomplished this episode. Unload troops at Planet Sphynx. Do we have a general, by the way? I know we lost our general. No, we don't. In fact, we don't have any. I could make another one for another Honor Harrington, but I don't think it's necessary. Really like this. The increase in population growth is just fantastic. And colony income, I mean, those are 2 things you absolutely cannot complain about. Somewhat offset by the fact that we have troop and maintenance savings decreased, which basically means an increase in the maintenance cost, but that's okay. I would say that this is not a leader you would ever complain about. This is one of the best leaders you can have. You know, the very few negatives are really strongly outweighed by population growth in particular. That's my absolute favorite trait to have on a leader. Now that I've said that, knock on wood, but the leader will probably die almost instantly. It's the way things go. Before this. I even have this like superstition that I shouldn't check the leader if it's a good one. I should never even find out what their traits are at or anything, because the moment you do, they're gonna die. So good. We have... How are our pirate hunters doing, by the way? So you moved over here, but you weren't able to actually catch that group. That's fine. Let's move you to Alerthus. It doesn't look like... I mean, because we have some kind of presence here. Is this a Solarian League? My god, they're everywhere. They have a base over here, I guess. So we have... that at least gives us eyes on that system. Okay. And now when number 2 unloads, have they unloaded? Not yet. And that means that they should be unloading. Number 2's docked. Troops are being unloaded. There they are. Okay, very good. So we have the Quixote Adventure has completed its mission. Ah, is this the repair mission? It is. So now you can go back and let's have you refuel at the nearest refueling point, which is Nantaray 1. That's fine. We'll just... actually, let's do this. Let's get the whole group strike Charlie, which is, holy cow, heavily depleted. Where the heck are you? Okay, you have orders to repair, but I don't see where you are. Are you actually being repaired already? Oh, okay, you're good. So why don't we get the last remnant of your fleet, which is, I guess, this guy. He's the one... Let's get him to refuel at Lahan instead. Okay, very good. That should take care of that. So they'll be all grouped up again, but we have to rearrange all our fleets. I'm only making Pirate Hunter fleets out of full groups, but... Oh, just kidding. Oh, this is the frigates, which is just fine, but we'll have to get, like, Strike Alpha will have to merge with Strike Bravo. You know, all these guys will have to merge up. I might even do that off camera. Again, like the small, tedious work. That's really simple. We're just going to go up to the fleet screen. No, probably up to military ships. And basically, if you're in a group like Strike Bravo, any of these groups that don't have the full fleet amount, let's see, let's decrease their roll so I can increase their fleet. It's not going to be enough. And unfortunately, I don't know. I obviously don't care about the automated thing because I shouldn't have anything automated, but it's kind of frustrating when you can't see your ship type. So let's just maybe really decrease the roll for now because I don't really need the rolls. I'm not using automation at all, so it's not that big of a deal. And I'd much rather see what fleet they're in. This is actually much more important to me. Okay, so something like this maybe. It's not going to help. Okay, so invasion fleet picket is shown. Pirate, okay, good. Pirate Hunters actually makes it. So this is good. So we can see, okay, you're in Strike Charlie. We should probably get all these guys to just be no fleet. If you're in any one of these that doesn't have enough, so you guys are all now in no fleet. We'll rearrange them to make full pieces out of all these parts. So I'll do that off camera, like I said. They're all finishing their missions because their missions were fleet missions. And now they're no longer in a fleet. Okay, but this is the fun thing. Finally, we get to do an attack. We get to take back what is ours. We have this pirate base here. I'm going to go over. And facilities. Attack. Are we ready for this? I hope so. Let's begin with 6 units. I'm pretty sure we're... Oh, God. Yeah. But I wanted to make sure we had this. This is really key. I'm going to slow this way down. It was really important for me to have the overwhelming population. The overwhelming odds. Pirates defend from hidden base. That's they had minus from planet the type. So I guess that they are Keterov. Huh, interesting. In fact, the defense strength of 3200 is rather low. Rather low. But anyways, we should be able to defeat them. They actually even have a... No, this is the defending Kyadian population. What? They're on our side. 133, we have the... This includes the population. It looks a little bit weird. It should be the population on our side, actually, but I understand that since they are defending, it expects the population is defending with them. A little bit of a mistake there, but that's okay. And I don't know if we can actually get our... Nope, sorry. I want fleet. Can you guys move to the planet? I don't know if we can get support from space, which would cancel out their big bonus. There it is, space control. That's what I wanted. We have some notices coming up. Somebody else has completed its mission. Aha, it looks like we've finished this mining station on Ilpez, I think that's going to be. Another one with Aculon and Osalia, which we just got another one in the Halmat system. Wait. We have 2 in the same system? It's okay, I'm not going to... Yeah, this is obviously the worst option, but I think these are 2 rarer, more rare strategic resources. So I'm not going to... I mean, that was a bit of a mistake, but it's not a huge one. It's not something I regret. Probably didn't need it, but that's okay. Really, I mean, it's the civilian economy which has to pay for the maintenance anyway, so I don't... As long as the civilian economy is making money, and usually they will as long as you follow the rule of 120%, which, if we just go back and double check real fast, let's see if these guys are both over 120. This one absolutely is, and the new guy... Yep, this one's going to squeeze almost to 100... Yeah, actually it is 131%. So good, we're going to make money on both of those. Oh, but we need you to do something, right? So, okay, yeah, well, go back to Manticore and await further orders. Manticore, here you are. There you go, there's your orders. Oh, but I want to go back to the fight, which we now have the superior, the space control, which is going to cancel out their 25% for the hidden base. Okay, well, let's take a look here. We're actually under attack by the Handweenies. Okay, well, that's good. And these are pirate hunters, so this is so appropriate. Is there something in this system? Maybe the new pirate base? Not a pirate base, but it's a gas mining station, so that's something. Whoops, meant to hit insert, but I hit delete. I do that a lot. So go ahead and tack. Let's have this guy move away, since he's going to take the first initial barrage. And now the rest of them will just rotate nicely. Okay, you guys are cleared to engage. And I think we have a cruiser here too, which looks damaged, so we'll go after that first. He might be coming to get us, but I think he is. Hopefully we get there first. It's probably better not to right click on him, because then I think the AI knows that they're being attacked. Yeah, he knows he's being attacked, but that's okay. And I right clicked, which means some of my guys in the middle of their warp canceled their warp. But he's already damaged, so it shouldn't take us very long. Just punch right through him. Next thing, eliminate that. Okay, somebody else has completed its mission. Yeah, I'll take care of all the destroyers off camera. Did we take our planet back yet? I want to kind of micromanage this because the space control thing can sometimes go away when your spaceships drift away from the planet. That's unfortunate. It does take a little bit. There's no blockade option, and even the blockade option we've seen is a little bit finicky. You have to like keep repositioning them back to blockade. So, and this time at least we have the space control. That's really nice to have. Okay, this is the what? After destroying the pirate base, alert us 3. Yep. We found a data core floating in the debris, and the data core is information about an abandoned cruiser named Eminence of Bhaskar. Interesting. The information is damaged, but it appears to indicate that the cruiser is adrift somewhere in the Bhaskar system in H6. We should immediately send a ship to claim the cruiser for ourselves. Well, I think that this is a simple enough thing. It thinks that we've killed something here. Actually, that might be an indication that there's something else here. So, by the way, have you guys found anything? No. Just an independent ship. Well, that's not conspicuous or anything. Well, we'll get the Pirate Hunter 2 group back to Saipan. I guess that's not the way Saipan is spelled in real life, but good enough. We'll move them here because it did indicate that. But anyways, what it meant to say is down here we have this Bhaskar system. Is that this ship right here, though? This is the Red Affliction. So there's another ship here, another cruiser. Oh God. So it looks like what happened is they immediately spawned the Eminence of Bhaskar, which happened because we destroyed that station. This is like a reactive event. But immediately when it was spawned, I guess it was ready to go, and the Solarian took it over because they already took over the Bhaskar base, and they spawned it right next to this, and that's kind of a disaster. Really unfortunate. So now the Solarian's just got another ship, like they really need it. Another monetary gift. Ooh, that's actually quite good. 3,300. Let's see, is this ship going to move anywhere now that they've... Yep, so they must have just spawned in, and now they're like, oh, hey, we'll take that ship. We'll go do wonderful things with it. Size 400. Okay, at least it's not so big. I mean, it probably has some advanced technology, which is unfortunate that we're not going to get it, but yeah. It's kind of the silly thing about these events when they fire a little bit later when all the territory has been explored. They keep referring you to systems where there should be like empty space, but towards the end, or I mean, this is only just middle game, but in the middle game, there's people in almost every system who will just instantly take over your prize before you get there. How is our battle going here? Yeah, should be over very soon. I mean, we have like over 50%. I mean, we have exactly a 60% bonus. So we're in good shape. Some guys require refueling. What is going on here? I don't even know what you guys are doing. Why don't you just go refuel all ships at the nearest refueling point? Invasion fleet should now become a pirate hunting fleet. Okay, how are you guys doing? Nothing here. Move them on to Ritna. So this was a Handooini one, by the way. Clearly a Handooini base here. Oh, is this a friend or foe? Ah, Masad and Theocracy. Okay, so we have they're now friendly, basically. It might be good to send even our last... Where do we have him? Troop transport, because now we're getting these new troops in. So let's see how many have been built in the time that we started raiding. And I should recruit some more. Well, might as well. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 more ready to go. So let me garrison this guy, ungarrison him, and that will still be 3 troops per transport. Let's get all of these 3 loaded up and really overwhelm the rest of the pirate base. We're having a harder time cleaning off this one than I expected. And this isn't even the fortress. But all this fighting is really good. It gives them a bit of experience. We're going to find that, you know, they're better soldiers as soon as they recover. Which is good to see. Good, very good. Still got the space control, good. Oh, there they are. So go ahead and unload at Planet Sphynx. And I see it's already been 40 minutes, so I did promise, or I was hoping at least, that we would get through this one invasion before the end of this episode, but it may not actually happen. Let's maybe speed up to 4x, see if I can get away with doing that. Somebody else requires refueling? You're just sitting there, though, so, you know, continue to sit there. You shouldn't use fuel. It's not true. They have systems which slowly drain fuel even if you're just sitting there. Okay, there it is. We have eradicated the Handooini Company pirate faction from our colony Sphynx in a battle that destroyed all of their pirate facilities. Very good. So, let's see who is left here and how much damage they've taken. 96, 67, 76, 60. Ooh, some of these are actually quite damaged. And then the 3 newest ones are in pretty good shape. So we actually can load these guys onto things. So the 3 that are in really good shape, let's have them load onto 01. Transfer. And they do have a bit more experience, you can see. So transfer. This one's also there. Okay. That should be on 01 though. Did those all go to... let's find out where they went. So 2 of them did go to 03. It looks like they reset to 03. That's fine. And we have 1 on 01. That's fine. I mean, I'm just putting them on there because they're done. They don't need any more healing. So might as well just take them off the planet. You can see this is just like the garrison deal that every time you click it, it looks like it's resetting. So it's okay. And now that all the rest of these guys need a little bit of healing. 96, that one's close. And they should be able to heal just fine here, especially because we have, at our spaceport, we have the medical complex, which does help. One of these things should be the medical. Where are you? I assume. There it is. Okay, medical. Very good. So the medical we have here, and the recreation center. The medical is going to be one that heals the troops, so that's good. So we did finally get one of the pirate bases crushed. Did it have an impact on our income? Well, I will have to check back in the video myself. If I remember correctly, we were at like 158. Now we're at 163. So it looks like they were siphoning about 5,000 off. It would have been... Oh, well, we aren't taxing them anyways, but it would have still shown up here as a corruption. So now we're only down to 2% corruption. It was probably like much higher. Again, I didn't check this before, but anyways, that's going to call this episode to a close. So thanks for watching. Off camera, my task list will be to reorganize our destroyers into new fleets, and then also see if we have any other resources that we should start thinking about taking over. Has our guy gotten to Cardassa yet? Oh, interesting. They have, and in fact, it's not. Could be really bad. Are we in good terms with the Sinister Gangsters? We are not. Oh gosh. So they've got a new base here. And we just decided to move in next door. Well, I know what we're going to need to do next turn. We're going to have to go over and take Cardassia 4 for ourselves. It will be very aggressive action against the Sinister Gangsters, and that means that they're going to start to hate us, but they have really low military power, so I think it's going to be okay to do that. Nonetheless, we'll save that for the next episode, and we'll also continue with our raids on the pirate facilities. We'll probably do Griffin next, even though it's going to take all the forces we have, probably all nine fully staffed troops, strike troops that we have to get that done. But we'll save that for then. So until then, thanks for watching and take care.